Wake up.
Oh, hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good. This is Sleeping with Sarah with Brad Rickert.
What's up, guys?
How'd you sleep last night, Brad?
Oh, let's see. How did I sleep last night? I overslept, actually.
You overslept?
Yeah, I was supposed to go to class at 10 a.m., but I didn't wake up till like 9:30, and then I wasn't going to make it there on time, so I just decided to like...
skip class.
Yeah.
Instead of like coming midway through the class?
Well, so I go to school out of state. I go to school in Indiana, and I live in Chicago. So It's like an hour drive when I go, which is like twice a week.
Where do you go to school?
Indiana University Northwest, which is in scenic Gary, Indiana. Maybe you've heard of it from all the
the
murder.
armpit of America.
That's it. That's where. Yep. That's from whence I came.
Yeah. Oh gosh, so you're from Gary?
Well, yeah, kind of. I'm like from that area.
Yeah.
I lived in Gary for like from the ages of 5 to 15.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, that's that kind of explains my whole like. I guess it explains why I'm such a hard ass, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you've been, working in the factory and all that, you know, that kind of life.
Yeah, my whole family has black lung.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't actually because I have dainty fingers.
Yeah, so
they wouldn't let me deal with
too
the cold.
delicate. You know, I gotta get those manicures, keep it clear.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me lay in your bed.
Yeah,
it's pretty nice actually.
Yeah. It's probably back when I had a big girl job. I bought a mattress that was too much. Like looking back, I was like, I spent way too much money on the mattress, and I'm like, oh, what can I get? How much money I'm not gonna say, but if somebody wants to sponsor me and give me a new mattress, I would be happy for that.
Get a mattress sponsorship out of this.
Exactly.
That's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah, I will totally plug whoever wants to give me a nice mattress or pillows as well.
What if Big Lots wanted to give you a really shitty mattress? Would you let Big Lots sponsor your show?
If they put me on their main website, their nationwide website, a link to my videos, yes, I would.
Okay. I'm pretty sure the Big Lots website, you have to have dial-up internet to get on.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's like circa 1995. Like, it's a GeoCities website,
that
actually.
Makes sense, yeah.
So do you sleep pretty normal in general, or do you have weird sleep stuff?
You know, my sleep schedule's too inconsistent, to be honest. So like sometimes I try to get a good night's sleep, and then sometimes I accidentally do a lot of coke and don't go to sleep at all.
Well, I think that's what coke is supposed to do, right?
Right. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know. I guess usually a normal night of sleep for me is about 2 or 3 a.m. till about like 9 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like it's too inconsistent because I don't know, my schedule's kind of all over the place, and I don't know.
Because doing comedy at night, going to school during the day.
Yeah.
What are you going to school for?
Communications.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I guess like a lot of people that try to do comedy end up being miserable failures. So I'd really like to avoid that, you know. So
yeah, so it's good to have that backup.
Yeah, I can run a Twitter for some company or something like that.
Is that what communications majors are nowadays? You just figure out how to like write funny tweets and that's that?
I mean, no, not completely, but that's probably what I would end up doing, like social media marketing or something like that.
Yeah.
Super fascinating, right, guys?
Wait, do you fall asleep during class at all?
No.
No.
No, I'm like I fuck around on my computer in class all the time and like make memes and just
okay.
like
so
I'm an internet troll during the day at school.
Gotcha.
Nah.
Internet trolling during the day. Interesting. Nah. So yeah, that's interesting. So did you always like want to do comedy since you were? Because you started pretty young, right?
Yeah, I did my first stand-up show when I was 14.
14?
Yeah. Was
it like a high school talent show? Like where can you do comedy?
It was a Halloween party, and there were a lot of bands there. And this is the dumbest thing, right? So I always loved comedy. It was always really funny, and I told everyone that I wanted to be a stand-up when I got older. Like from the time I was like 11 or 12. And so when I was 14...
What stand-ups were you watching at that age?
So the person that got me into comedy was my 7th grade teacher, who played Eddie Murphy's SNL like best of in class one day, and I just fell in love and was just like, oh my god, people do that, I want to do that. And then I got really into Eddie Murphy, and then like Jim Carrey and like Steve Martin and Adam Sandler, and basically just bros that aren't aging very well, like in terms of the public perception, but I still love those guys with all my heart.
Gotcha. I see.
Yeah. So yeah, 14. I'm talking about comedy all the time. I'm being a huge asshole, and people like actually think I'm kind of funny, And so this guy who's doing like a high school like party that like has a bunch of bands, he's like, "Hey, you want to do stand up at it?" And I was like, "Yeah, duh, absolutely." And he's like, "Okay, how much time you want to do?" You ready for this?
Oh God.
I'd never done stand up before, and because like the majority of like my ideas of stand ups was based on like Comedy Central half hours, I was like, I don't know, like 25 minutes.
Oh my God, they let you do 25 minutes at 14 and a thing. What happened? Did you bomb?
No, not at all. It went pretty well, actually. I mean, I'm sure all the jokes sucked and was hacky, but like just watching some 14-year-old up there like try really fucking hard was probably like just enough to power through.
You think it's the kid factor that everyone's more like,
yeah,
he's
sure.
a cute kid,
Definitely.
gets laughs at that.
The kid factor probably was in my favor up until about 6 months ago. Or like
6 months ago,
or like 15 pounds ago. No, it was, yeah, I've always been like the young guy, that like was okay at it, but then now I'm just like a guy, which like now I'm just like a guy that kind of sucks.
You gotta try.
Yeah, now I gotta learn how to write and stuff like that. I can't just go up there and act like a dumb kid.
Yeah,
but I really like acting like a dumb kid. It's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, like
if I gave you a wet willy right now, it'd be kind of funny, right?
Oh my God.
It'd be really stupid, but it'd be kind of funny, right?
That's silly. That's different.
You might get a wet willy within like the next 20 minutes.
Okay.
So just be ready.
I'll be ready for it, I guess. That's interesting. Yeah. So wait, how old? You're 23?
I'm 24.
24.
Yeah. So 10 years in. Woo.
But like, so like at 14, like after you did that, it's not like you can go to open mics and work out material and stuff.
No, but I did. I mean, I started doing that a lot when I was 16. I guess like when I was like 14, 15, I was probably doing a show once every month, once every 2 months. And then by the time I turned 16, I was driving up to the city and doing shows like 3 or 4 nights a week.
Oh, got to Chicago?
Yeah.
Where would you do shows in Chicago at 16?
What? Where?
Yeah.
Like anywhere that would have me up. I like some of the places that I like early on did was Pressure used to do every Friday night, Pressure Billiards up in Rogers Park, and then like every Monday I would do Caffeine, which is this place in Evanston that like they'd give you like 15 minutes or something stupid like that. Did Lakeshore Theater a lot before it was Laugh Factory, and yeah, I did all the clubs back when I was a young lad that didn't offend people yet with my material.
Gotcha.
It's funny, like if you're a hack, like people will tend to like hire you more.
Are you saying that you're a hack?
No, I'm saying I used to be a hack, and now like I'm not as much of a hack, and I'm not working as much.
So wait, where'd you get, like, because you did like you do like college stuff too, right?
Yeah, I do like college and like road work now mostly. But yeah, I was doing some club stuff back in the day, but yeah, not so much club stuff anymore.
Did you do like NACA and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like do NACA once a year and then like book gigs off that.
Is that I think that's coming up. I don't know. But
yeah, I think it's in April actually or something like that. That's
cool. So then you just book college gigs so you're pretty clean.
I can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can be. I don't know. A lot of colleges don't care if you're super clean actually, but
I thought they were pretty like restrictive on it now.
It depends. Like I don't know. Like my stuff is edgy, but not a lot of curse words. You know what I mean? It's funny what people consider clean, right? So like you can say. You can talk about some pretty graphic stuff as long as you don't say fuck or shit, you know?
Yeah.
Or you can just like cover some pretty adult concepts as long as you're not like saying real fucked up stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, clearly this podcast wouldn't be approved by college.
Oh, so sorry. Did I say the F word?
No, it's all right. No.
Am I allowed to say the F word?
Yeah, of course you're fucking allowed to say the F word. I don't care.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I can go back and I can not say the F word.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna go back and
and
cut it out. I could bleep it out, but like it would just be probably weird noise.
Okay, so like it would be like, oh man, what the like something like that. Like just put a goat noise over.
You don't like voiceover stuff. You could just be a sound effect. Like,
wow, I'm just so talented, aren't I? I could do anything.
You could follow somebody around and just do like sound effects.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. So you've never. So aside from the weird schedule thing, do you ever have like trouble sleeping?
All the time. Yeah. I do have trouble sleeping.
Insomnia?
Not even. I just I don't know when to put my computer or phone away.
Screen addiction.
A little bit,
yeah. What is it? Is it a game you keep playing, or is it just addicted to Twitter and
YouTube and Facebook?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You just get on those binges of watching and Facebooking ex-girlfriends and all that?
Listen, I am such a douchebag that no ex-girlfriends of mine are still friends with me on Facebook.
I want to hear about how much of a douchebag are you?
I am one of those guys, if we break up, you just want to get far away.
Oh, wow.
Not because I'm a douchebag. I kind of take that back. I'm making myself sound like a real asshole right now. But I don't know. I just haven't had the best of luck with ex-girlfriends. Gotcha. I'm kind of a serial monogamist. So they end up usually being pretty long and feelings are involved, and then it's just we need some time apart. Although one time I dated a girl for 4 years. We lived together for 3 years, and we're still kind of cool, so that's good. And then now I some have called me a fuckboy, which that's fine, whatever, alone.
You're I don't care, call me a fuckboy. I'm a douchebag. I'm a bro comic. I'm a hack. You're just spending this whole podcast basically insulting yourself and being people don't book me anymore because I'm not as much of a hack. That's kind of funny.
Well, self-awareness is important.
I guess it's okay. I mean, I guess it's better than the people that think that they're not that way and are, you know what I mean?
Well, I figure if I set the bar real low, then I can exceed my own expectations and everyone else's, and then so if you guys keep watching this to the end, at first you're gonna be man, that guy's a real asshole. By the end, I'll be telling you about how I have a really great relationship with my brother and sister, and I coach a little league team and I volunteer a lot, and everyone's gonna be oh my god, he's not that bad.
Do you do all that stuff? Mm-hmm. Oh, of course. Is that what you put on your Tinder and stuff?
Listen, we don't need to talk about my Tinder right now.
Oh, sorry. Hit a rough spot there.
I've been banned.
What? Wait, now we have to talk about
I'm just fucking around.
I've never met anyone that's been banned from Tinder.
No, I've not been banned from Tinder.
Oh, man.
That'd be pretty
cool.
That'd
be a good story.
They're you can't be in ISIS and be on Tinder. And I'm just all right, my bad.
But recently you did the stuff for Flint, right?
That's true, yeah. We, me and a couple buddies went to Flint and shot a documentary and passed out a bunch of water, and it was really interesting. That was a crazy experience. It's so messed up down there. Yeah. Or up there, I guess I should say, because they are north of us. But it's pretty eye-opening. It's kind of fucked that there's places in the United States that are in that bad of a situation.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Yeah, but that was I was glad we got to do it and meet some pretty cool people that are living in the community down there and trying to organize some stuff. And this one guy who we followed the whole day and helped us meet people and get the water distributed or whatever, he ended up 2 days after we left marching on Congress and kind of protesting the whole thing, and it was crazy. He was all over the news and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool to get to meet someone that was actually doing something and making news and doing something that was worth everyone's time, Yeah. Usually I just meet people that talk about their fucked up relationships with their dad and their dicks a lot,
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty typical, I think. Mm-hmm, yeah. Or their depression or whatever.
Depression, yeah. People do like to talk about depression in their jokes.
I think it's good, though, because it's a good way for people to get it out and kind of just let people know, hey, this is what happens sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It can definitely be done well.
Well, I think that also it's people think a lot of comedians and artists are more depressed than the normal population. I just think that they actually admit it more.
I agree. We're the honest ones, and everyone else is just trying to hide their bullshit,
behind all their Facebook posts that you can't stop watching.
That's true.
Yeah. Do you have any weird dreams or anything like that?
Not really, actually.
No?
Because I have one of those lifestyles where I don't have to wake up with an alarm, so I usually just get to wake up when I want to wake up. And so,
that's nice.
So dreams, I guess, from what I understand about sleeping, if you're you only remember dreams if you wake up during a dream. Is that right?
I don't know. No, I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Oh, then I'm full of shit. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't know. I know that normal people go to REM for 7 minutes every hour and a half cycle. So that's like where most of your dreams, but you can technically have dreams outside of REM, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, but I also don't dream on a normal cycle. I go like straight to REM. I go straight to sleep.
You know a lot about your sleep because you're narcoleptic, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got to know a lot about like what I personally go through, but it's not what
Right.
other people do. So it's like what affects me is different than what affects you. For example, if I take cocaine, I can still fall asleep on it. Like,
nice.
You know, like it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Not that I do cocaine a lot, Mom and Dad. Oh, gosh.
We've done it together before. Shh.
Oh,
you want to? I got some in my pocket.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Anywho.
Yeah, but no, what about like other like if we're talking outside of metaphor, like dreams in our sleep, like what are your other dreams, goals for like comedy and life in general?
Wow, what are my dreams? You know, what are my dreams? Sarah, I just want to be loved.
You say that in that way, and then I don't believe you.
Really? Mm-hmm. You don't believe me? I think that's probably true.
I think you mean it. It's just the way you say it is like kind of that jokey thing. It's like that
the joke honesty to where like I'm not actually being like emotionally
vulnerable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the word. The word you try to avoid even thinking about.
It was the Freudian non-slip that I just had. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess ultimately, I would like to be able to have a shot at creating my own stuff that I perform, like for a national audience or a worldwide audience. So, if that means like movies or it means TV, whatever that means, I would just like to. Like, it would be really cool if a network was like, hey, you have a half hour, create something, you know, and then try to like blow it out and make it a masterpiece or whatever. Or like a movie studio was like, you get one shot at making a movie, and then
you think that's all they do? They're just like, hey, we're just gonna give you one chance. If you fuck up, you're never doing it again.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you know.
Yeah.
Especially with like comedy people, you know, like you get your chance at the sitcom or you get your chance at the big movie deal, and it's like, even if you fuck it up, it doesn't mean that it's like never gonna happen for you. But like, I mean, when you think about people that have had long careers, usually their first movies were bangers, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
At least the guys I look up to. Like, my favorite movies are like Billy Madison, you know, like that. What a great like way to come out of the gate for Sandler, you know, or like Ace Ventura was huge for Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Or The Jerk for Steve Martin, you know.
Did you hear that he did stand up for the first time recently?
I did. That was crazy.
I know. There's no video of it, I don't think.
Nah, probably not.
But I mean, that's kind of cool. I wish I'd been there. I wonder if he's going to continue to do it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess he lost a bet to Jerry Seinfeld or something like that, and that's why he did it.
Yeah, I think it was like comedians in cars getting coffee, and he they talked about it a lot. Like, and he hadn't talked about it in like 20 years or something like that. Yeah. And so he, aside from the book he wrote, so I don't know. But I think that's really interesting. Someone that's done something that's so iconic to be able to come back, because that's kind of scary. Because what if you're not as good as you were before?
Right.
Or what if people laugh? You taking your shirt off?
Well, one of them.
Yeah.
These lights are warm in here.
Oh, is that hot? Mm-hmm. Yes. I know, it feels so weird, like having this like setup with the camera and the lights. It's like so sometimes I'm lazy. I just keep the light on, like just set up, and people are like, "What are you doing here?" Like,
right. You definitely shoot porn.
Yeah, no.
This does look like a porn setup for
does
real.
it? Like
there's like lights
over
like, a bed. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying the camera. We could shoot a GoPro porn. Go underwater.
Low budget.
Scuba fuck. You know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Mm-hmm. The lights.
Oh man. So you sleep here every night, huh?
Mostly. Sometimes I fall asleep on the couch a lot, actually.
Or like on the street or whatever.
Yeah. No, I fall asleep. I don't fall asleep on the street. I fall asleep a lot of places, though. But
I
usually
think the first time I met you fell asleep at a party. And I was like, that girl's fucked up. But then I found out you had narcolepsy.
A lot of times that happens. Like,
I'm
people will think I'm like drunk when I'm just really tired.
Right.
And like, it's like, no, I'm just really tired. I'm not drunk. Yeah. And it's hard to explain. They're just like, no, you're drunk. You don't know what you're talking about.
Do you like feel it coming on?
I mean, like it. Yeah. I mean, I know it's happening. I know I get when I get tired. But sometimes when I do the falling down thing, that's different, because that's sudden surprise.
You like fall down, like
Yeah.
you just holy shit.
Yeah, it's called a cataplexy. It's like you fall to the ground. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
So many people say it. So many people are like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!" Like,
yeah.
and it's like,
I mean, unless it's you, then that's gotta suck. But like,
well, it's a weird thing because it happens at like a shock or a change of emotion, like a sudden,
really?
you know,
you're like having a good time, and then you're just like,
well, I mean, like I'm awake in like a minute or two. It's not like I'm down for that long.
oh really?
Yeah,
Oh.
but like not a ton of narcoleptics have the falling down part, you know. So
Who was the guy in the story that slept for like 30 years or whatever?
Rip Van Winkle.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is that your uncle?
No.
Oh, cool.
I couldn't sleep. Like, I could sleep for long periods, but usually, like, I'll wake up. You know, like, I could sleep. If I didn't take my medicine, I could sleep, like, for 20 hours. But then I'd have spurts of time where I'd wake up and, like, go back to sleep. Yeah. But the great thing is I could wake up and go back to sleep, no problem. Yeah. It's not an issue.
I'm related to Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. No, this is fun though. Like, I don't know.
It's an intimate setup, I must admit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that the whole idea also is like, because like I feel like when you're laying down, you're more open and allow yourself to be vulnerable.
Perhaps.
It's like the whole like pillow talk thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why therapists used to have people lay down.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. What's your pillow talk game like?
Oh, my pillow talk game?
How often you have someone in this bed?
Well,
when the cameras aren't on.
Well, now that I have the podcast a bit more. No, I'm just kidding. Well, you know, I'm single, so it's a little more complicated.
So you out there fucking in these streets?
No, not exactly. I see people. I've got, I don't have time for anything like serious. So.
Well, but so you can answer the question or?
Because
I feel like this is where the conversation's going. You know, like you're gonna tell me about your sex life. I'll tell you about my sex life. It'll be great.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's like
here. Let me take my shirt off real quick. Okay.
Oh my god, why are you taking your shirt off? Because you want to show off your yes and tattoo? Your improv
the hell up. We're not talking about my shitty tattoo.
What about your other tattoo on your finger?
Oh, my comedy tattoos. Oh my god. Shh! Don't tell anyone about my shitty tattoos. Don't tell anyone about my shitty tattoos.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's alright.
But I just know that because you have a habit of taking your shirt off during parties.
Right. Yeah. Well, and on stage.
And on stage.
And on podcasts, I guess now. Yeah. This is the first podcast I've taken my shirt off on.
Well, people usually listen to podcasts, so this is a video element, so they'll actually be able to see it. So.
Can they see my salami nipples? They probably can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I'm pretty
Cool.
sure they can.
Cool. Right.
But no, like I mean, like for me, it's like nothing. Yeah, I've got friends, that.
Hell yeah.
Whatever.
How many do you cycle in and out, like, at a time?
Oh, my God. That sounds weird when you put it that way. Mm-hmm. I mean, there are people I'll date for a little bit, but, like, I really don't like to... I mean, I like to spend every night going out and doing comedy or seeing comedy, right. So it's like, nobody's... If I date someone, they know that comedy's kind of the priority.
Right. What's your favorite ethnicity?
My favorite ethnicity...
it's not racist if you say how much you like it,
I don't want to answer that. What about you? What's your favorite ethnicity? You're gonna say something crazy like Ethiopian or Lithuanian.
No. I mean, so you want to know a secret?
What?
Okay, so it's my goal to sleep with a girl from every continent.
Oh yeah, but that's that's not original. That's a Barney thing from How I Met Your Mother.
Is it?
Yeah, he kept track.
Well, did he fuck a penguin too?
No.
I don't. Is that really How I Met Your Mother thing?
No, I think it was every country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ!
This is a character that
what a whore.
He had slept with like over 200 people. I think is like the idea.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was the
where's your
Neil
number
Patrick Harris.
What's your number?
Not that much actually.
Okay.
But I'll say somewhere between 2 and 20. I'll say that.
That's respectable.
Mm-hmm. I had a long-term thing for like a long time.
That'll happen, yeah.
So so yeah, I'm gonna keep it there.
I'm a virgin, actually.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I'm a virgin.
I don't believe you.
I don't care.
Mm.
I'm a good boy.
Yeah.
I'm saving myself.
Saving yourself for what?
October.
Mm-hmm.
The leaves are just so pretty,
Gotcha. so weird.
I'm gonna lose my virginity in a pile of leaves.
That's weird. How did you lose your virginity?
On a bunk bed.
Oh, in college?
No, I was 17. It was Pearl Harbor Day. December 7th, 2008. Yeah.
Did you use that to help? I wonder if, like, in the future, people will be like, "Oh, I lost my virginity on 9/11." Like,
do you think on September 11th, 2001, more or less people got laid than the average day?
Ooh.
Because, like, part of it was like, oh, it's so sad, we better not fuck. But then also it's like,
life is so precious.
Like, we gotta fuck right now.
Huh. Well, I wasn't having sex yet, so.
I was, but not, like, by my choice.
What?
Just kidding. I'm so sorry. That's a fucked up joke.
That is really weird.
I was 10. I was 9. Yeah, I was 9.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I guess I would say couples would probably have sex more.
Right.
But single people, I mean, it's not exactly like you're going to go out to the bars on 9/11 and, like, pick up people. You know what I mean? It's not going to be that easy. Hey, what's up, girl? How was your day today?
When I'm done with you, that pussy gonna be ground zero.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
There's that bro coming out.
Me? I know, right? The worst.
What's the worst pickup line you've used?
Well, usually I just, like, so I'm a big fan of Tinder.
You are?
Yeah, because I'm, like, really funny.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll just say some real dumb shit, and then girls think it's funny, so I'll just, like, ask them if, like, they think OJ did it, or, like, I'll, just tell them. One of my favorites was, I was like, hey, one time my dad got injured at a Bed Bath & Beyond, and a shelf fell on his leg, and now he's paralyzed, but we get a 50% off discount, so if you need any towels, let me know.
That's weird, but it's not as bad. Like, some of the ones that I've gotten are, like, super offensive. It's like, I got one recently that was like, you look like you're hurting for a squirtin'. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, that's a weird opening message. Like,
I feel like that's, like, really old, but also, like, still really disgusting at the same time.
Yeah, it's like, A, be original. If you're gonna be offensive, and B, like, just don't be offensive. Just, like, why don't you just be, I would rather, you know, or at least say something that shows that you read my profile, looked at my pictures or something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's lazy or whatever, you know. Sure. And I have some people that are accusing me of being a bot just because I don't respond.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's just dudes.
It's weird, like, are you real?
Thirsty dudes.
It's just like, whatever, dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like the technology aspect of being single. I miss being in college. It was a lot easier.
Yeah, you'd just be like, and just knocked on doors at dorms until someone was home, and then you just, like, go down the hallway.
Was that your game?
Anyone in here? No, I didn't. I never lived on a dorm.
Oh.
I just feel like that's like well, I'm not going to use the slut word because that's not a nice word, but I feel like that's like the most promiscuous thing you could do for a man or a woman. It's just like walk down the hall and just knock on the door and be like, who's in there?
That's like the laziest thing. Like, actually one time, because like I have weird sleep things, so like when I'm really tired, I can get confused as well. So when I was drunk one night, what?
A man's dream.
When I was drunk one night in college, I actually walked into somebody else's dorm room thinking it was my own because it was like 2 doors down from mine. Yeah. And like I came in and I was like, oops, this is not my room. Thankfully nothing was happening, but it was just a weird thing. Like, I don't know.
So did you guys fuck?
No, it was the girls. We had a girls' side of the dorm and guys' side of the dorm. So
I mean, you could still fuck.
Yeah, yeah, we could, but we did not. No,
fair.
No. Oh man, I'm not sure what else we want to cover here. Let's see.
I mean, whatever you want to talk about, really. How did you lose your virginity?
Oh, how did I? It was just the guy I was dating. He was way older than me.
Were you in love with him?
No, I wasn't. I didn't become in love until like maybe a couple years after.
With the same dude?
No, not the same dude.
That's cool.
I decided, I was like, I don't want to go into senior year, you know, being a virgin, so.
Right.
Because I didn't want to go to college being a virgin, so.
Yeah.
Just kind of made that decision.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I was like, I just want this to not be a big deal, and I mean, it was still, like, kind of a big deal, but it wasn't, you know, like, he knew what he was doing, so I enjoyed it, so I knew my standards immediately were higher, because
that makes sense.
He was older. Let's just say that, and
okay.
and he yeah, he knew what he was doing. So my first experience was a good one. So then from then on, I expected people to be at that level. And if they didn't, I kind of demanded it of them. I was like, if you can't do this, then I'm not going to do that. You know?
You had a big dick, huh?
No, it's not about that.
No, you just knew how to use it.
I guess. Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm totally going to cut this part out.
No, you're not. The girl I lost my virginity to, I was in love with. And it was the worst. Because then your heart breaks, you know? And it's just like, ugh, bummer.
Well, I dated a couple guys after that weren't that great, but then my long-term boyfriend, he was a really good guy, and he taught me, like, what good guys are and how they treat women and all that, and I super appreciate him for that. Like, we saw each other for, like, a long time, like 5 years, most of college and stuff.
Oh my god, why aren't you guys together? It sounds like you still love him.
No, I don't still love him.
Why not?
Because we weren't right for each other. I definitely wouldn't be doing stand-up right now. I feel like,
I see.
I feel like I'd be kind of, you know, he was always okay with doing what he was doing. He didn't have big ambitions,
right?
You know,
he was content.
Fun. Yeah, and I'm never like that. I have huge ambitions and things I want to do, and I'd rather be with someone that can push me forward to get to where I want to get, instead of me feeling like I'm kind of settling to be, you know, if I would have stayed with him, I probably would have, you know, been, you know, married and popping out kids and not doing this creative stuff that I'm doing. I'm like,
popping them out?
Well, not exactly.
Like a ping pong ball?
Actually, no, not exactly like that.
I see.
But...
more like a slip and slide. They just slide right out.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, it's just I don't know. I'm like super happy. I feel like I get a lot of love and fulfillment out of comedy, actually. So
that's cool.
That was my big revelation when I did mushrooms over the summer.
Nice.
And
where'd you take them at?
Hyde Park with a really good friend of mine. And so we took them, and I'd never taken them before, and because I naturally hallucinate, so I didn't know what to expect. So
lucky.
Yeah, not exactly. When you like wake up and there's
lucky.
like a spider crawling on your leg, and you have a sleep paralysis on top of it, it's kind of not. It's kind of scary. But like some of them were good. But yeah, maybe my big revelation was, you know, I don't have to get love from an individual person. I can get love from the things I'm doing and from the people I surround myself with, and can have a very fulfilling life without having that individual love from a single person. So that was my big shrooms revelation.
Very mature and independent of you.
Yeah, it was cool.
Jealous.
Well, and I ran into him the very next day, and I hadn't seen him in over a year, which is kind of
fucked
weird.
Like crazy.
No, we did not.
Oh.
It was more like a, hey, how are you? Like, I hope you're doing well. Like,
oh, one of those.
No, it was actually
no,
like...
No,
like,
I get it. Like, it was just one of those moments.
Because I was like, you know, if I never have another conversation with him, I would be super happy with the way we ended our last, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one of those moments over last summer. I ran into a girl that I dated briefly, but we had like a really nice time when we dated, you know, and then like it just didn't work out for whatever reason. And we had this really great moment where we ran into each other at a store. And unfortunately, my girlfriend at the time was also with me. And she noticed this moment happening.
Oh no!
The shit hit the fan.
What did she do? Did your girlfriend get? What? I mean, why would the girlfriend get upset unless she's like insecure about it?
Listen, I'm not here to run a smear campaign against my ex-girlfriend.
Now, what happened?
Well, so actually, me and her had a very rocky relationship, right? And so, like, it was very off and on. And at this time, it was off. But we were starting to see each other again, and we weren't boyfriend-girlfriend, like, in that moment. And so I didn't know whether to introduce her as friend, girlfriend, or what.
Oh, that's always awkward.
Yeah, so I introduced her as friend, and I guess that was the wrong choice.
No.
Wrong choice.
Oh, man, I had an awkward situation like that, too. I was dating a guy, like, we were, like, 6 or 7 weeks into dating, like, you know, pretty early.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'd stayed over, we, like, had brunch that morning, and he has a seizure on the street in, like, downtown Chicago.
Jesus,
so,
do you guys, like, all meet up and, like, have, like,
people
that pass out in public meetings?
No, we don't.
What if he had a seizure the same time you fell asleep? What would happen?
I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
But anyways, he, you know, like, I made sure he didn't fall forward, at least. He fell backward, but he's 6 feet tall, so it's like, I'm small, I can't, like, pick him up. Anyways, so someone even like was freaking out, and someone called the ambulance and all that. Like, he had told me he had seizures like 10 years beforehand or something, but it was awkward because in the ambulance they're like, oh, so like, are you a girlfriend? Are you fiance? I'm like, well, we haven't exactly talked about that. That's awkward.
Actually, I'm his daughter.
Because I didn't know. Also, I didn't know if he could hear me.
Oh, right.
You know, it'd be like one of those weird things. Like, he might be able to hear what was going on and be like,
actually, we're working it out right now.
Yeah,
we're sleeping together, but
yeah. I mean, we just had brunch, so I mean, like that
that's
should,
the right
that should
answer.
just be called like, hey, we're brunching. That should be a new thing.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're brunching. That's, that's like hey, we're sleeping together. We're having brunch. We might be splitting the bill. He might be taking it. We're not sure yet.
Right.
We're
3 brunches in.
Yeah. It's better than the Netflix and chill, I think.
The first brunch is always the best.
You think?
It's exciting.
What I like about brunch is that it's like, first of all, it's the same price. Like, basically, no matter how nice a place you go, you're supposed to spend about like $10 on the meal and then more,
whatever,
for the bottomless mimosa or whatever, you know. But it also depends on what the day is like. So it's like, are you going to hang out the whole day, or are you just going to hang out part of it? So if you do like bottomless mimosas, it's like, you hang out. It's like, that's the alarm. So we've got like 5 minutes to wrap up.
Okay, let's finish this thought. So I thought you meant like the brunch after the night over. You meant like meeting for a brunch.
No. I'm at the brunch after the night over.
Oh, you did? And then hanging out the entire day afterwards?
That's happened before.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
It's weird. I mean, it hasn't, like, happened, like, it's not, like, one of those things, like, on purpose. Like, how some people will just, like, overstay their welcome. It wasn't like that. It's more like,
It just was a cool thing.
Yeah, we had brunch. We had fun. We were drinking. We're having a good time. Hey, like, do you want to go to the beach and hang out? Do you want to go do this other thing?
You want to take a nap?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
The first time you take a nap with a significant other? Holy shit.
Yeah? What?
That just gets me off so hard. Not like sexually, but just like when you're like so comfortable and you're like, hey, like, do you want to take a nap?
Well, the thing with me is like I snore and I talk weirdly in my sleep, so it's like a weird thing. It's like I don't know if like
I bet actually sleeping with someone's very intimate for you, huh?
No, well, I mean it is actually. Well, a lot of times if I'm comfortable, I like to like physically sleep with someone before, so they know all my weird sleep shit, so it doesn't freak them out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, or I had to explain it, which is weird. But like,
listen, I might start fighting like ninjas in my sleep.
Yeah, or no, but when I get really tired, I do confuse dreams with reality. So and my ex used to understand this really well. So like if I was like making out with somebody or something, like, and I was really tired, I might say something that makes no sense at all, and it's like, or I could call somebody a different name or something, and it doesn't make sense, and it's like really hard to explain.
That's rough. That's real rough.
I know.
Damn.
But thankfully, like, guys are a bit more understanding about it than girls, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Fair enough.
But
yeah, we're pretty chill about shit. At least you have an excuse.
Yeah, that's what I like to say. At least I have an excuse.
Have you ever done it like not for that reason before? Like you just fucked up and then like you just pretended like that was the reason?
I didn't pretend that was the reason. I did fuck up once.
Okay.
And I did say, with my long-term ex, it was the ex before that, I accidentally said his name in bed, and like I stopped. I went to the bathroom and started crying because we were like 4 or 5 months in. It was still kind of new, 4
or 5 months and you're still calling him the other name? That's not that new.
I called him once.
That's not that new. What the fuck?
It just happened once. I don't know. It's not like I called
that guy's your bitch for the rest of his life. As long as you guys are together, he's your bitch.
No, it was just that one time. I don't know why I called him that name. And the thing is that my ex before that, the guy I was dating at the time, his name was very similar to a bandmates of his. And so it was like
what kind of a band was he in?
He was in several bands. He was in like a wedding band. He was in like a funk band. He was also in a yacht rock band, which was like covers of Steely Dan and Hall & Oates and stuff like that. But
so that guy was just like crushing pussy left and right.
No, he's a bass player.
Oh. He was like watching guys get pussy.
No,
like
he's
crazy.
the shyest guy in the world. It's so sweet though. But anyways, he was really understanding. He knew I felt really bad about it, and he felt better about it when he knew I wasn't saying the lead singer of his band's name. It was my ex's name. I know, I'm a horrible person.
Yikes.
Basically, don't date either of us ever because we're both bad people to date.
No, I'm really nice. Do date me, ladies. I'm a really nice boy, actually.
Is there anything else you want to say?
I am a really nice boy. I don't know. We're all just looking for love, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's from our own creative endeavors that give us fulfillment and happiness, or whether we're looking for a nice young lady to help make our life whole.
Cool. Well, we ended up talking a lot more about relationships and stuff than sleep, but that's cool.
Well, I mean, like sometimes when you're in bed, you just like, you just
like, does my bed or my pillows make you think of a relationship you were in?
This is a relationship bed.
Yeah.
If I ever been in one yet.
Yeah. This is a Ooh, I wonder if people think that. Like, if I bring, they're like, oh, this is a girl looking for a relationship.
No, I don't think that's what I would say. It's just like, this is like one that you could share a bed like this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a nice enough bed to where like 2 people could own it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a nice bed.
Thank you.
I'm very comfortable in it.
Thank you.
I didn't take my pants off though, so you're welcome. But
Thank you for not taking your pants off.
It's really comfy.
All right, cool. All right, well, I guess this is the end of the podcast, and we'll just go to sleep.
Okay. You want to come? What do you?
I'm Sarah Albritton, and thanks for listening to Sleeping with Sarah, where I slept with Brad Rickert. I'm releasing a new podcast each week. Be sure to tune in to find out who I have in bed with me next. Thanks to Josh Bryant for the music. You can also view the video on YouTube or follow me on Twitter at Sarah Albritton. Until next time, good night.
Sleeping with Sarah.